Chapter 252. I I just realized, 252. With everything else, I'm pretty sure we're in the 300s now. That is insane. Is it a full year yet? Is it 365? Probably not. That's pretty fucking crazy, though. The Curse of Kindness. Shiro-chan, so it is true. Is it true that you've been getting up to all sorts of things, then? The first thing the Demon King asks for is to demand an explanation. Contrary to the playful mood the Demon King normally always has, she has a dark, preoccupied, and dignified voice like you would not believe. Well, that's the Demon King's original voice for sure, before she degenerated by intermingling with one of my clones. Indeed, this is where Balto bows his head in fear, sort of thing. Before the present Demon King, there's only a very few who wouldn't be fearful. If you have no need to be scared, then you sure need a lot of resolve. If I'm not the one... If I'm not the one scared here, it's going to be one of them, isn't it? I'm on the no need to be scared side, though. Without replying to the Demon King's question, I opened my eyes. The Demon King grimaces for a moment. That's all. She endured the fear from my eyes. What are you playing at? A very cold-sounding tone. Depending on your answer, you won't get off lightly. That intent comes clear to me. Secrets. Saying that while pointing at Kuro, I lightly dodged the pressure from the Demon King. The Demon King changes target to him. What does this mean? Kuro stands there unmoving with his arms folded, with his forehead furrowed. Clearly he's wavering between whether he should answer or not. After coming this far, being secretive would be equivalent to betrayal, I guess. Kuro breathed a heavy sigh, then he opened his mouth to speak as if in resignation. I'll start with the conclusion. The degradation of souls circulating in this world has become severe. Hey, isn't starting from the conclusion jumping ahead too far? Is there someone around who can comprehend the situation from only that? How severe? There was one! Was the Demon King always this quick thinking? Or is it that, as soon as she goes into serious mode, she gets smart or something? A portion are already showing signs of soul collapse. Why did you keep this from me? If I'd told you, then what? With the heavy atmosphere, both of them sink into silence. So uncomfortable. Mind if I leave, then? That's a no, then? Okay, then. Answer me honestly. With the actions I've taken as Demon King, will the recovery of the MA energy be completed? It's impossible. Kuro answers immediately. The Demon King sits with her head down, shoulders trembling. For her to become the Demon King, just how much determination did she have and hoped for? I can't even begin to imagine. However, after honoring the goddess's directions for so long, this Demon King who watched over the world for so long, for the first time she took action against the goddess's will. For this Demon King who honors the goddess more than any other, this definitely required some serious determination. All the more so, since she knew that if she became the Demon King, it was almost certain that she would die. This is where I shall show the way. In that case, we simply destroy the system. The two driven into a hopeless blind alley that receive my suggestion like it's a dream, I'm sure. Naturally, they'll completely jump at the offer. What do you mean? For the energy used to maintain the system, the MA energy comprises about 90%. In short, if we can simply supplement the missing 10% from somewhere, then by dismantling the system, we can meet the demands of the MA energy. It's simple. It's a system that that rotten fiend, developed. It's not something that you can capture by frontal assault. There's definitely a back door. Considering D's personality, the sneaky bastard, then at a place you can't normally reach, there will be a hidden back door. Is that even possible? Shiro-chan, can it be done? The two gaze at me, doubt on the one hand, hope on the other. It can. As preparation for that, I had to sacrifice the lot that Kuro had isolated. That's actually not true, though, but since it's not necessarily incorrect, then if I say it like this, Kuro will then read too much into it of his own accord, then come into a misunderstanding. So, that's why you did that. There, you see? I'll complete the preliminary work myself. What's left is to secure the missing 10% so that it's possible to top up a shortage in case of a miscalculation. It's necessary to target meeting the demands of 15% of the MA energy. How would you achieve that? Cause a war? In addition to that, one on an unprecedented scale in history. The plan that the Demon King is advancing needs to be enlarged still further. Also, there's one other thing. Enlarge the scale of the war. In addition, kill the hero. Kuro reacts to that with a twitch. That's right, Kuro would respond to killing the hero. However, I can't yield on this. Before the system collapses, bring about the end of the hero system. With the energy collected from the hero system, I can expect an improvement about 3%. While 3% might sound small, in reality it's a huge amount of energy. I want to secure that no matter what. Besides, if I can get rid of the hero, the survival chances for the Demon King will raise with just that. The hero exists to defeat the Demon King. This is law that disregards the difference in ability. The Demon King will always be beaten by hero, even if the current generation's hero is beaten back. Then the other one, or the one after. With each passing generation, the likelihood of the Demon King's victory decreases. It's not a matter of status or skills, it's because it's established that way. I cannot conceive that the current Demon King could lose to this generation's hero. I cannot conceive it. But it's better to not to make doubly sure. I guess such a sacrifice is needed. What started it all was the negligence of Kuro as the administrator. In my words, Kuro's expression becomes twisted. I sure am cruel. It's certainly true that if Kuro had done the right thing, that the current situation would never have occurred. However, Kuro could never have done such a thing. Like with the Demon King, he's a pathetic man who prioritized the goddess's kindness. Because of that kindness, the irony is that the world is teetering on the brink of destruction. You could say that it's a farce. That's all. That's why I shall destroy it all. I'm not lying to them. If the system can be compensated for, the energy needs of this world can be met. However, to destroy the system means that the skills and statuses of this world will be lost. For that which is rooted in the soul, that means nothing other than the forced removal of them. Accordingly, those with many skills, those with high status values, in the time of removal there will be a heavy burden on the soul, like with Sensei recently. I'm not lying to them. If the system can be destroyed, the world will be saved. However, in the compensation for that, that will result in the death of a large amount of this world's population. I'm simply staying silent on that. Yeah. Obviously. Come on, buddy. I mean, maybe somebody didn't pick up on that. I think my tone helped at least. Yep, back to this. I didn't like how I was sick, and I was kind of busy. I mean, I did a whole bunch while I was still sick, but I hated it. I hated how my voice sounded like that, so I just sort of gave up on it for a while because I was still kind of sick. I was like barely sick, and I could still hear it, and I hated it. So yeah, I just didn't record. That's that. All right.